The quick point I want to make about wages, and this might disappoint a lot of people or even cause some more discomfort, but I hope it will enrich the conversation, and I hope it will help government come to a solution that works, is that there's a distinction between salary and wages. They are not the same thing. And oftentimes we use them interchangeably. I discussed it in my book, I think from pages 88. And if you do a search, you will see a lot of literature on the distinction between wages and salaries. Salaries are paid monthly. Wages are paid for blue-collar workers who work on factory floor per hour. So what we are doing is a salary review, not a wage review. And therefore, we are going to end up getting the wrong answers. Interestingly, what our Constitution provides for is a wage review. It doesn't provide for a salary review. There's another mechanism that deals with that. And I've said sometime next week when I have some time, I'm going to do a treatise on it. So the problem, therefore, is not setting the minimum salary, because that's what we are setting. In other countries, once they set minimum wage, it's lock, stock, and barrel. Everybody pays so much per hour. So what the farmer can then do is say, look, you are not going to work 8 hours anymore. I need you to work 3 hours, and I'm going to pay the minimum wage. When you finish, go. So instead of 8 hours, you get more money for working for less hours, and you can do 3-4 jobs to make up the time. Okay? But what we are doing here, we are setting a monthly minimum salary. Unlike the setting of the minimum wage, it doesn't affect salary workers in that sense. But once you raise the minimum wage, now that's where the governors are saying we're having problems. Once you raise to 30, or from 30 to 60, it means that everybody above that must go right to the top, right to permanent secretary. And that's where the problem really lies. So in our rush to put some money in the hands of the most vulnerable, which is important, let us understand that we probably have to decouple this thing in a more holistic way and set, so that the people who are running businesses who are likely to be affected can say, look, we are going to pay minimum wage. So if you use the calculation for minimum wage as it is, what you will get is that our minimum wage actually is not 30,000 naira. That's not it, because if you want to get the minimum wage, it has to be done per hour. So you will divide the total annual amount by 52 and then divide by 40. If you do that, you will see that the minimum wage is currently about 173 naira per hour. So there's work to be done, and it speaks to bringing intellectual rigor and understanding to this. I've made this point, so this is not the first time I'm taking the point, but I couldn't carry my colleagues in cabinet when I raised this point, that what we're doing is not the right thing. And the process for passing the law must involve some of these considerations when it goes to Parliament. Thank you.